I'm Shadia from Let's Go Show, and today I'm going to show you how to make some very easy and delicious cheesy Chipotle biscuits. They're crunchy on the outside and tender and fluffy inside, and they're going to be delicious by themselves or even for breakfast or with dinner. I love to make these and freeze some and save them for later so I can have that eating fresh biscuits lifestyle the whole week through. So let's go ahead and get started. So next we're going to go ahead and make sure the oven rack is in the right position. We want it to be in the top third of the oven so that the bottom of the biscuits brown at the same time the tops become golden brown. If we keep it in the middle of the oven, I find that the biscuits just get too brown at the bottom before the tops are done. So let's go ahead and check and make sure it's there, and I'll show you what I mean by top third of the oven. So I have it in that position here, and you can see it's basically not at the very top, but in the top third of the oven. So that's where we want it, which is great. And now we're gonna go ahead and preheat the oven to 425. You cook biscuits at a really hot temperature so that they puff up in the oven and get golden brown. And that's it. Now it's time to get baking. So now we're gonna get started on mixing together the dry ingredients for the biscuits. And we're gonna start with flour. And I always, whenever I'm using flour and measuring in a measuring cup, I like to scoop the flour with a spoon into the cup. We don't want to pack the cup directly in here because you're really going to compact the flour and you won't get an accurate amount because it's going to be too compressed. So you can get the right amount by just scooping the flour into the measuring cup, and then we're going to just level it off at the top to get the right amount. So for the flour, we're going to use 2 cups of flour. So that's 1 into the big bowl here, and the second. I love these biscuits because they really taste a lot like my favorite biscuits as a kid, which was at that favorite red crustacean seafood restaurant you probably visited. I don't know if I can say their name, but you know what I'm talking about. These remind me a lot of these, but I think even better. All right, so that's all for the flour. We've got the 2 cups. Next is going to be the chipotle powder. We're going to use a half teaspoon for this. It gives you a little bit of heat, but you could go ahead and use even more if you really want a spicy biscuit, if you have high spice tolerance. So we have a half teaspoon. We're just going to add that to the flour. And then next is the garlic powder. I'm not going to try to dip that in because we don't want to have spicy garlic powder later, but we just basically want a half teaspoon. You can just flatten it out like that and add that to the flour. And then the last thing we're adding is salt here, last seasoning, and then we're going to add the baking powder. For the salt, we want 3/4 teaspoon, and I found that was the right amount, just given we're going to have also salty cheese, and we don't want that to be too salty. And this gives just the right balance. So that's the half teaspoon, and then we're going to go ahead and need to add 1/4 teaspoon of this. There we go. Don't worry, I have more salt in the house. And I just don't. So now we have all that together, and then the last thing and the most important thing for rise of the biscuits, this is what gives you really fluffy biscuits, is the baking powder. This is different than baking soda, so make sure you check the baking powder. And if you want to make sure yours is still good, if you've had it for a while, you can take a teaspoon of this and put it in a cup of water and stir it together and make sure you get bubbles. And the bubbles let you know that it's still active. It's gonna make sure that your biscuits rise in the oven. So 1 whole tablespoon of this is gonna go in. So now we're gonna combine everything just with a spoon, and that's our dry ingredients. So we've stirred together our dry ingredients over here. We can set that aside. And now let's move on to the butter. And we're gonna use a half a stick of butter, which I've already peeled here. So that's 4 tablespoons, and we're gonna put it in this microwavable bowl. And to make sure we don't have splatters in the microwave, I like to take a piece of parchment paper, which really keeps things from sticking, and put that on top of the bowl. And then we top this with a plate. And when you're microwaving butter, sometimes there's splatters because the water is escaping and you never know if you're gonna lose butter to the microwave or it's gonna pop. So by covering it this way, it's gonna keep everything inside regardless. So we're gonna go ahead and microwave this for about 2 minutes, just till it's melted. So if you have our melted butter now, it took about 30 seconds to a minute in the microwave. And we're just gonna set it aside and let it cool a little bit. So we're gonna go on to chopping up the scallions or green onions. And for this, we're gonna need about a 1/4 cup. So I'm gonna measure it out. And that might be 1 or 2 scallions, depending on how big yours are. And I like to do fine slices along the diagonal, just because they bake up nicely in the biscuits. You don't want big chunks. And you could also use your kitchen shears if you didn't want to bust out your knife and your cutting board, but I find this goes pretty quickly. And I prefer to use the green and light green. You could use the white as well. So whatever you have with the scallions, it's really gonna add a nice flavor and make it very savory and satisfying in this biscuit. So it's definitely gonna be a savory biscuit. So I'm almost done with this one. So next we're gonna grate the cheddar cheese, and I'm using a sharp cheddar here. You can use whatever brand you like. And it's just important to use a fine grate, and I'm using the finely grated side on this. And we're gonna get 2½ cups of finely grated cheese, which is 6 ounces. And it's important that we have finely grated cheese so that it incorporates well with the rest of the dough and you don't get clumps of cheese, so we have light and flaky biscuits. So I'll show you what that looks like. So you can see the cheese is lightly grated, finely grated, and you get a sense of how small it is. So basically we're gonna grate 2¼ cups of this, and we're gonna add it into the flour and mix everything together. So that's our 2nd cup of cheese. We're gonna add that to the flour. And we're gonna add also these scallions that we chopped up and our last 1/4 cup of cheese. So at this point, we're gonna set this aside to use later. And we're getting very close to biscuit making time. I like to take out the spoon and mix everything together with my hands. So really what you're going for is to make sure everything is well dispersed, the flour, the cheese, and the scallions. And there's no clumps of cheese in there, so that you can get nice and fluffy biscuits that are cheesy all the way through. Okay, now that we have our dry ingredients, the cheese and the scallions together, we're almost ready to make the biscuits with the buttermilk and melted butter. First thing is we gotta get our pan ready. So this is a 18 by 13 inch half sheet pan, and you can use whatever size you have. A bigger is better because you can fit all the biscuits on one pan. And I like to make sure to use parchment paper on the bottom of the baking sheet. And really that makes sure that everything bakes evenly, so you're gonna get golden and not burnt bottoms, and that the heat is well distributed. If you don't have parchment paper, another idea is just using a plain baking sheet. But you don't want to use foil because the foil will make the bottoms brown too fast. So hopefully you can get parchment. This is pre-cut in sheets. It also comes in rolls, and you can get these at Target or grocery stores in that same aisle where you find plastic wrap and foil and other things like that. And it's super easy. This is even compostable, so that's something that's nice as well. So we have our parchment lined paper, and what we're gonna do next is we're gonna need our spoon, and we're gonna need our 1/4 cup measure, our butter, and our measuring cup. We have had the buttermilk chilling in the fridge until this time. Oh, we also need a fork. We have the buttermilk chilling in the fridge until this time because we want to have cold buttermilk with the warm melted butter, and we're going to stir it together, and what that does is produce little bits of butter that are going to go all through the dough, and when they melt in the oven, they're going to create spaces and lots of flakiness and a tender, fluffy biscuit. So it's a really fun thing to do. You'll see. So I'm going to grab the buttermilk and shake it up. So we want to make sure it's well mixed. And for this recipe, we're going to need 1 1/4 cups of buttermilk. And you can't use regular butter. You can't use regular milk here because it has a different pH. We want something acidic and tangy like buttermilk. And both for flavor and also to help to rise up the biscuits and make them nice and fluffy and tender. So I'm going to pour out that 1 1/4 cups of buttermilk. And then to this I'm going to add the butter. And I like to have my fork ready here to stir it. And that's how you get lots of little buttery bits inside. Make this closer to you. So we're just going to stir it with the fork as we drizzle in the buttermilk. Pretty simple. And it might be hard to see them at first, but I'll show you the little bits that are going to form. We want to mix everything well together. So that's it for the butter. I just stir a little bit. And what you'll see is little bits forming on the fork even. So you can see there's little harder bits of butter throughout the buttermilk. And that's exactly what you're going for. So now we have our mixture of everything else. And all we're gonna do is just pour this into the buttermilk mixture into the dry ingredients along with the cheese and the scallions. And then I'm gonna use that spoon to stir everything together. And this is a drop biscuit, meaning we're just gonna drop it straight on the tray. We don't have to roll it out or knead it and do a lot of the things that make biscuits a little finicky. And because we've done the little buttermilk butter trick, we know we're gonna get little bits of butter throughout, which is really part of the trick to getting a nice light and fluffy biscuit. So now I'm gonna take this spoon and I'm just gonna stir it together. I do it lightly, kind of casually. We're not gonna go really aggressively. We're just gonna try to mix everything together so you don't see any flour by itself or any wet parts in the bowl. Perfect. So now you can see it's well mixed. There are no dry bits in the bottom, and we also have a nice distribution of all that buttermilk. So now we're gonna make 12 delicious, fluffy biscuits. And all we're gonna do is take the spoon and use it to scoop some of the dough into the 1/4 cup measure. We want like a large 1/4 cup, overflowing. Round it, and then just plop it onto the baking sheet. I kind of move it a little bit. We don't need it to be smooth on the top. It's actually nice to have little jagged pieces because that's when it's gonna get really crusty in little bits. So we're gonna make 3 rows of 4 on the sheet. You can move it. The nice part about parchment is you can move it around if you don't space them that well originally. And there we go. We've got our 12 biscuits ready for the oven. And that's the last step before we go into the oven. Actually, there's a little bit more I can squeeze. All right, 12 biscuits. Just make sure they're pretty equally spaced so they don't run together when they're baking. Okay, so we have our 12 biscuits ready for the oven. I just want to give you a better look at what they should look like when they're ready to go. 12 equally sized biscuits. Do your best eye guessing, and that's fine. And we are ready to put them in the oven, and we put the wrap in the top third of the oven, and that was to make sure that they get even browning on the bottom and top. And I've set this to 425, and it really will depend exactly on how hot your oven is, but they'll take between 10 and 15 minutes. So we'll give them a check at 10 minutes and go from there. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes, and now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the biscuits and rotate the pan. And that really helps to make sure we get even baking throughout. Ooh, they're coming along. You can see they've puffed a little, spread out nicely. And we're just gonna rotate the pan and keep on baking for another 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, it's time. The biscuits have cooled for a couple minutes, so I'm gonna pick one up and have myself a little snack. So let's take a look at what they look like inside. The outside is crispy, the bottom is golden brown. Ooh. Oh, so cheesy. You can see the beautiful scallions and little bits of the cheese and the chipotle. Let's give it a taste. Thanks again for joining me to make these cheesy chipotle biscuits. You can find this recipe and many more at theletsgoshow.com. I'm Shadia, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.